This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
Yeah, but Scorsese's religious trilogy, I'm just like, whoa. So, Last Temptation of Christ, KUNDUN, and then Silence. Like, he is so comfortable exploring faith because he's always questioned it himself growing up, you know.
Yeah, and he really does show, because it's really interesting. Like, obviously, I don't know him personally, but like the guy you see in interviews who's like this film, this glorified film nerd, and it's like, yeah, when I grew up, I watched all the gangsters and blah blah blah, and I'm like, you saw all this corrupt, like where, like, and like it doesn't fit when you see how Marty is, even like old interviews of him, and it's like
it's rarely off in his films. Like, he is a big Catholic, but
yeah,
sometimes he will explore the church's deeper values. He's interested in the perennial values, but I think the difference is, like, you can't call him like not to belittle, there are good faith movies out there. It's just they get a bad rap because they're either kind of a cheesy Hallmark production or they're kind of a hate-filled kind of propaganda piece. And he just happens to have faith in his movies because he's trying to put a little of himself in the movie while critiquing his various themes that he's got.
Well, a lot of times Catholicism, as like Marty saw it, and in that culture, it's cultural and not necessarily about like God or Jesus. A lot of it's like Judaism in that way, where a lot of people are culturally Jewish, even if they don't necessarily have faith. I think Catholicism exactly. Catholicism
insert Adam
can
Sandler
be that way
Hanukkah
too.
song.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
A quarter Jewish.
But yeah, I think Catholicism could be that way for a lot of people too. It's like it plays a part in your life, whether you like go to church or not, or if you grew up Catholic, then that sticks with you, and that's obviously like stuck with Marty.
Absolutely, he couldn't step away from it. He's like, this is me. But I was finding Last Temptation, like, that is one of the most banned movies, and you watch it, like, it was on Sundance and IFC a lot for me, and I was like, this is a good movie. I am not a very religious guy, but Paul Schrader's script did a very good, fun twist on everybody. Once again, it reunites him with William Dafoe, Barbara Hershey, and Harvey Keitel playing Judas, and just the Peter Gabriel score is just kinetic. Like, it gets you into that world and showing how the fantasy is larger than life, and how just it, like, the actors were in it to win it. Like, they just wanted to show a gritty version of the often talked about, Jesus story. And I was just like, man, like, this is calming. This is very mature. It's not, it's just trying to do another take on what was Mary like in the streets? What was all the other followers of Jesus like back then? And unfortunately, because it happened to be questioning the ideals of it all, it just got banned at so many video stores. They're like, we refuse to carry that title. And I'm like, it's probably the least offensive out of all of those.
Yeah,
that's one that I need to rewatch. That and Mean Streets are probably the two Scorsese that I kind of want to rewatch.
They're long,
it's been a while.
I mean, I even William Dafoe did a second appearance on Inside the Actor Studio, and they showed a clip from it. I'm like, see, he was in it to win that role. Like, he's not necessarily, he came from a hippie lifestyle, but he wanted to just show a different humanistic aspect to this character versus, like, let's portray him as a fantasy character. Let's portray him as this. It's just like, let's just show you kind of the ins and outs and do Marty's take on it. And just the dialogue just felt so realistic. But yeah, there's so many people who refuse to touch it.
So what do you, either of you have, like, what's the Scorsese movie, I guess twofold, that you like more than a lot of people do and like less than a lot of people do?
Yeah, no, I had to go. I would go with Kundun. I think that's his great attempt at doing an epic. You feel like you're watching a Bertolucci movie at times, even, and it's just Melissa Matheson's script was pretty tight on it, and it was about the 14th Dalai Lama, and I was just like, man, this is a gentle movie, and Roger Deakins' cinematography gets you in the mood to you realize, okay, it's going to be, I'm ready for this kind of slow burn. You know?
Yeah, you and Christopher Moltisanti love Kundun.
Yeah.
Guilty. Yep. I think it's worth a watch, but I've seen others who are like, it's boring, it's not for me. I'm like, interesting. So I guess if you like just learning about the Dalai Lama culture, you gotta check it out. But if you feel like it's not going to do anything for you, then maybe you're not missing much. I don't know. It's up to you.
Right.
We must go find Father Ferreira.
The moment you set foot in that country, you step into high danger.
From Academy Award winner Martin Scorsese comes a film critics are calling absolutely staggering. Andrew Garfield, Adam Driver, and Liam Neeson.
I pray, but I'm lost. Am I just praying to silence?
In cinemas now.
Silence, I was kind of let down by, and he does some great camera work in this. That's very similar to Akira Kurosawa's kind of The Hidden Fortress and Seven Samurai. I thought they did a good job casting Adam Driver as this priest, and who's been in captivity for a while, and Liam Neeson plays the older version of him. But yeah, I just could not get into it, despite it being what Scorsese called one of his most important movies he's done. So, I mean, the passion was there. I wasn't swept away by it.
That's one I've never seen. I like Adam Driver too. That's just one that, like, I guess slipped through the cracks. So I might check that out too.
It didn't make any money, but
Yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, I'm glad I saw it, but
I'm kind of in this. I did see it, and it was one that, like, I'm glad he took the swing. Like, it's a movie I'm glad he made. I didn't love it. I'm not the biggest Adam Driver fan as some people. I don't think
good.
he's bad, but like I think he's okay.
No, it's good.
Like, he's okay for me, and I think that kind of sometimes affects me, where I'm just like, there's certain roles he has where I'm like, I just don't see this with him. Like, I'm like, I don't.
He's probably better on SNL than like any of his or a lot of his movies. Honestly,
absolutely. It
There's
was
been
like
plenty of those guys who I've seen on TV, and I'm like, well, you're good in this, but I'm still waiting to see the best side of you.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, the best. It's like SNL, and when he was on Girls, like the Lena Dunham show, like that's like, I feel like he's kind of been going down for me.
Oh man, these actors, man, we got to be their agents sometimes.
So I wish.
There's many movies where I would see Jessica Chastain or Idris Elba, and I'm like, oh, you do not deserve to be in this. This sucks. Let me be your agent.
Yeah, I guess so. Everybody's got to get paid sometimes. So it's like, every time I see someone in a movie like that, I'm just like, did they do this strictly for the money, or was there something else there? But I'm
usually money. Follow the money.
Follow the money.
Am I right for the role? Ask me later.
Mm-hmm. That's just what I look at now. I'm like, this movie, they're in this. I'm like, this is strictly a payday.
This is not their best hour.
Yep.
We'll return after these messages.
Hey, Hey, it's Brent Pope, the host of Breakfast with Brent Pope. You've seen me on some of your favorite TV shows saying things like, "Give it up, Jimmy. You got to sink this putt to win." On Breakfast with Brent Pope, I sit down with guests from the entertainment world, and we do it all over breakfast. Or should I say Brentfast? Every week on Brentfast, you get inside Hollywood info and tips, great breakfast recs and booty debates. Most of all, you get the most delightful 30 minutes of your week. So dig in. It's Brentfast time. Listen at Brentfast.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever fine podcasts are found.
Do you ever find yourself thinking about who would win in a fight between Goku and Superman? Hi, I'm James Gavsey, and on the Who Would Win show, me and my co-host Ray ignore anything important happening in the outside world and debate fictional battles between characters from comics, movies, and video games.
We got a new show every week, and almost always am I the winner.
Yeah, not true, Ray.
In the past, we've discussed such matches as Captain America versus Darth Vader, Solid Snake versus the Iron Giant, classic matchups like RoboCop versus Terminator, and even the Muppets versus Sesame Street.
That one was crazy. So if you're a fan of geek culture and love a spirited debate, check out the Who Would Win show wherever you get your podcasts, or check us out at whowouldwinshow.com.
Follow us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening. It's a